Out for a walk this morning. Gonna take a little stroll through the Sweet Springs Nature Preserve. This is a little micro wildlife reserve in the Back Bay area of Morro Bay National Estuary. Over there in the distance you can see Morro Rock. Cabrillo saw this when he entered Morro Bay in 1542. And the shape of the rock reminded the crewmen of the turbans worn by the Moros back in their area, so they kind of named it after that. But this is a nice little area. I'm just out for a little walk. I had my gall bladder removed surgically on Thursday, so I'm not able to drive or do any heavy lifting. But my doctor did say to walk. Interestingly, one of the things they do is they fill your abdomen with an inert gas to expand, separate out your organs so they can do the surgery. And you end up with this residual gas in you. It's pretty uncomfortable. It was hard to sleep the first few nights. Actually, I don't think I slept much. I just kind of lay there and dozed a little bit here and there, but I'm feeling better. And I can take a little bit of a deep breath. Still trying to kind of expand my lungs. Yeah, it'll be alright for a few days. So, this is pretty close to home. Thought I'd just come down here and take a stroll, see what I see. I haven't seen much bird life today. It's a little windy, so they might be just kind of sheltering up. These eucalyptus are non-natives. The story is they brought them here and planted them on the Central Coast, thinking that they would make for good lumber. But this wood is terrible. You can't burn it worth a darn. It's twisty and knotty, and yeah, it's crummy wood. You can hear them groaning, the wind moving them back and forth. They have a very shallow root ball, and it's not uncommon for them to get wet on top if they have a lot of foliage and get all their weight up there and then fall over because the root ball is very shallow in the earth. On top of that, it's kind of an invasive parasitical tree. There's looks like a dark-eyed Junco over here on the ground. Cute little bird. Yeah, so these trees, they kill everything that grows underneath of them. So you end up with no ground cover, which adds to the problem of them not being stable in the soil. So, not a favorite tree. Just about anytime we have a substantial storm and rain around here, you can count on some of these to fall. This area, actually last winter, was just absolutely a mess after the winter rains. There was so much stuff that fell down, and they've gone in here and cleaned it up, and it's really nice. Really nice. I don't know how many acres this is. It's not particularly large, but it is kind of fun to explore and walk around. It's called Sweet Springs because it's a spring-fed little creek over here. And actually, there we go. There's animals that come here to eat and look for food. Here's a raccoon footprints. Might come down here looking for fish. In case you didn't know it, raccoon is from an English or an Indian word, arakun, which translates to fidgets with hands or fishes with hands. They've been all along here. Working this creek. Probably getting anything they can find. Clams. I think there's some kind of a crawdad, freshwater crab around here. It's a piece of shirt or jasper, red jasper. Might throw sparks. Nice, pretty looking stone. Yeah, I can't drive for a week. And I don't have real pronounced dizziness. I have a little bit of dizziness. I definitely wouldn't want to get behind the wheel of a motor vehicle till that passes. There's usually some ducks in here, in this creek. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's some over there against the bank. See if we can zoom them. Please do not feed waterfowl. They found stone tools and artifacts all around this area. Native peoples lived and hunted and gathered here for 9,000 years. I'm pretty sure these ducks were high on their menu of edibles. Pretty nice in here. I hear a bird chattering, putting out some calls. There's some ducks right here. Just cruising. Morning. Oh. Oh, looks like we're out of focus here or something. Yep. Sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, Sweet Springs Nature Preserve. It's owned and managed by the Morro Coast Audubon Society. And if you are ever on the Central Coast here in San Luis Obispo County, California, it's a real pleasant place just to drop in and walk around and enjoy. You can see the spring flowing. what's coming out of the hillside over there. So that's all I have for you today. And we'll talk to you a little later.